Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the group stages of the Jeto Cup. This is actually Sunday, and this is your caster for tonight, Charles. And we have here these two teams that have been undefeated in the group stages so far. Team Paradise versus AZ Gamers or AZG. So some quick bans here. Paradise immediately bans the Darkseer and the Alchemist. Darkseer is an offlaner, while Alchemist is frequently chosen as a hard carry. And AZ Gamers goes for some quick bans on their own. They ban the Slark, who we can usually find on mid, and they also ban the Lone Druid. Overall, very flexible hard carry. And now Paradise picks the Jakiro, which is play the support. His Ice Path, of course, is a great initiation or counter initiation skill. And this Jakiro actually has been, if I'm not mistaken, been picked or banned in all of our games so far. So AZ Gamers, it's now their turn to pick, and they go for a Chen. So this signals to me a pushing lineup. And with Chen's ability to dominate creeps, he can quickly break towers. And AZG also picks the Life Stealer, a carry that can fight early on. Now Paradise selects the Warlock as their second support. So huge team fight ability with that Chaotic Offering. And now we actually go into our next banning phase with Paradise immediately banning the Rubik. A good choice, especially since there's a couple of good spells to steal. You don't really want to steal the Chaotic Offering since it can turn around team fight. So AZ Gamers bans the Razor. Normally, this is done to when they want to pick the OD for mid. And yeah, actually, the Lone Druid has occasionally been a mid hero as well, and used to counter pick the OD. So looks like that's what AZ Gamers is looking to do for this game. And now Paradise bans the Visage, another powerful potent support, and he also gives the ability to go on an offensive tri lane since he has powerful nukes, and that slow is also useful. And in the late game, his familiars give both vision and much needed disables. As AZ Gamers turn to ban, let's see if they'll ban another mid hero. Actually, yeah, all three bans by AZ Gamers is usually to prevent heroes that would dominate the OD. But Paradise, what I like about Paradise is that they've picked support, so they haven't really revealed their strategy since none of their cores are evident yet. So looks like AZ is going this all in on this OD mid. But yeah, I think they can start banning carries right now. Oh yeah, and we're talking about the Chen. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about the banning carries. So they banned the Faceless Void, the very potent hard carry, and once you're trapped in a Chronosphere, there's nothing really there to stop you from the Faceless Void hitting you. So now it's AZ Gamers' turn to pick. They should pick the OD now before Paradise can grab it for their own, especially considering all these ban investments they had, banning the Slark, the Lone Druid, and the Razor. But looks like I think they might be second guessing themselves. That's why they're just waiting for the time to tick down. Okay, but going on with this lineup, what? Okay, so actually AZ Gamers goes for the Bounty Hunter. Very potent offlaner if you, well, at least if the enemy doesn't have wards. And what you want there really is his track skill once he reaches level 6. And that's how he earns some money for him and his team. So even if what's good there is even if you come out even in a team fight, 1-for-1, the team with the Bounty Hunter, assuming he gets his track on, will usually have the advantage there because they're getting that extra track gold on those hero kills. So now it's Paradise's turn to pick. Actually, they might want to pick the OD for themselves now, but going on for their, or at least at the very least their other cores. Yeah, when you have a Life Stealer and a Chen, and the bounty hunter actually this signals a lot of early team fight. So maybe you want a carry that can participate in fights early on. I I uh, I think yeah, the alchemist can fulfill that role, but right now maybe a gyrocopter would be a good choice. So they go for so now Paradise goes for the Spectre. He has a global ultimate, and what's nice about his ultimate hunt is that he can continue farming, and then once a team fight pops up, he can just use it, and then once it's over, he just goes back to farming. And of course, the thing with Spectre is he really needs a lot of items. Normally, if you want to go for the really late game, you get Radiant into Spectre. But if you want to team fight early on, some Phase moves into drums, and then probably the Diffusal Blade is some of those team fight items that he gets. So now it's AC Gamer's turn to pick. So let's see who they choose. Yeah, they already have their off-laner, so it's really down to their second support and their mid hero. And the thing with Chen is he won't really be able to guard this life stealer much since he'll be spending some time in the jungle. Although if it's not warded, he can quickly transition into a tower push. Well, this Paradise looks like they're really just going for this team fight lineup. Okay, so AZ Gamers goes for the Sand King. I guess this will be their second support. And he brings a lot of team fight potential of their own. Okay, so Paradise goes for the Clockwork. Usually, we've actually seen Clockwork going mid, but he's frequently seen on the off lane since he doesn't really need that much farm to be effective. Once he reaches level 6, he can initiate with a hook shot into a power cogs and battery assault. Although it might be hard to do with the life stealer who can just rage there, and with the bounty hunter he can also just turn invisible since those battery assault does not work on invisible heroes. So now AC Gamers bans their last hero, the Nyx. And then there's a smart ban there by Paradise. They banned the OD. Both teams were saving their mid hero pick for last. So there's a lot of opportunity actually to counter pick the OD or at least pick it, but neither team took it. So now there's the ban. So let's see who this mid hero of AC Gamers will be. They can actually go for something more typical like our int base heroes, the Queen of Pain or the Puck or the Storm Spirit. But we've also seen the Dragon Knight being picked by various teams. Then I'm actually hoping to see something like a Timbersaw or maybe Troll Warlord or even an Elder Titan. But let's just wait it out. And again, okay. So they picked the Queen of Pain, and then let's see who Paradise will go for. So again, you're watching the Jeto Cup. This is the group stages, and these two teams, Paradise and AC Gamers, haven't faced off before, and they're actually are two undefeated teams so far. And if you want more info on the Jeto Cup, you can actually tune into their Facebook page, facebook.com/JetoCup, or their Tumblr page, friendlydota.tumblr.com. Now, yeah, so now it's down to Paradise's last pick. They still have their mid hero to choose. They could actually lane the Clockwork in mid, but most likely this is an off lane Clockwork. And I guess the problem really here with Clockwork is it's really hard to do the hook cog combo here. So they go for Konka, who again brings a lot of team fight. That torrent into a boat combo meshes well with the other ultis of the other heroes here, like the Leshrac, the Macropyre, or the Chaotic Offering by the Warlock. So now both teams are just picking their heroes. And yes, I was talking about this Clockwork. He's gonna have a hard time really using his hook shot into cogs. The Sand King can burrow out. The Bounty Hunter can turn invisibility. Lifestealer can just rage. Okay, and now there's some 2 disconnects right now from Team Paradise, so we'll just pause the game as we wait for them. But while the pause is ongoing, let me introduce the teams. So for the Radiant side, it's AZG, and we have Bavarian on the Sand King, Rai on the Chen, Altia Lies on the Bounty Hunter, Jango on the Queen of Pain, and 9 Days on the Lifestealer. For the Dire, it's Team Paradise, and we have Rainman on the Spectre, Rav on the Jakiro, Martin Panda on the Warlock, Demandred 1687 on this Clockwork. So who are we missing? Yeah, we have a Warlock. Okay, it's actually their mid hero, the Konka. Okay, so Pendragon on the Konka. We're just waiting for him to reconnect. And again, this is actually an interesting lineup for the Radiant side. I think this is a team that looks to take some early towers, especially with that Chen, or basically team fight early on, especially with that Lifestealer carry pick and that and of course with that Bounty Hunter. And on the Dire side, I think they have options with the Spectre. The Spectre can be played as a hard carry, but he can also participate in team fights early on. And you also have these ultis that synergize well: the Chaotic Offering, the Macro Pyre, the Torrent Boat combination by this Kanka. So both teams have strategies going. They each have their own unique strategies. So we're just waiting for. Let's just see how they execute and if which strategy goes well in this in this fight. And of course, I think we like to add. I think if I'm not mistaken, AZG are office mates with Team Paradise. If I'm not mistaken, so these are right now. These are the top. At the very least, they're the top 3 teams we have right now in the Jeto Cup. Again, these 2 teams are undefeated so far, but unfortunately, one of them will be defeated tonight, and I guess only one of them can be really crowned undefeated so far. Okay, so now we're just waiting for their other member to reconnect, although it shows here that there's no disconnection. And again, this is actually the second week. This is Sunday, so it's the end of the second week of these group stages. I'm not sure if there's still a group stages match going to be next week, but you can tune in for that. And if you want to watch these streams, there's actually a Twitch account for Jeto Cup, twitch.tv/Jeto Cup, and then we have our other streamers. If I'm not mistaken, twitch.tv/VannyRuse. And twitch.tv/Zraf, if I'm not mistaken. And then I know there's one more stream at the very least. And then mine, it's twitch.tv/CharlesAtan, but this isn't streaming. I usually have problems getting it on the lane, but you can, when the delay is turned on, and we don't want to turn off the delay because there's always the possibility of cheating. So you can just catch this VOD of mine once it's uploaded to YouTube at youtube.com/user/CharlesAtan2. That's my YouTube account. And again, if you want more info on the Jeto Cup, you can go check out their Facebook page, facebook.com/Jeto Cup, or their Tumblr page, friendlydota.tumblr.com. So let me just check the time and turn on the overlays. Okay, so it's now 11:07. I think we started around the 10:50. And now we're just waiting for both teams to come in. And okay, we're finally resuming. So I think this is I expect both teams to go safe lane really. Safe lane with this Chen who needs his creeps. And let's see if the Dire will look to block his creep pools, or yeah, with some wards. Yes, and this Radiant Bounty Hunter is already going to the dire side, and he has some sentry wards with him. Either these will be used to block their creep camps or perhaps to do some dewarding so that he doesn't get hunted down, remains to be seen. And yes, he's already skilled the Shadow Walk. And the dire side looks like yeah, they gave the wards to him, so this Clockwork won't be blocking the creeps. There's actually several techniques to block creeps as Clockwork. You can either block them from here, or you can do the creep trapping here. It's a bit actually hard to do. I've also tried it, but it's not that easy. Sorry, it's here. Okay, so now there's some ward placements. Are there? Okay, this bounty hunter doesn't really get to lay it down there. It just drops it here to give the mid hero some vision. And this Clockwork's finally spotted by the Sand King. And I think they should see that observer ward he dropped there. So no blocking of creep camps, or is there? Yeah. And yeah, this one actually doesn't block the. I think this is more of a dewarding sentry ward by the Dire, thinking that the bounty hunter dropped an observer ward there. An interesting build by the Clockwork, not getting the cogs and instead going for battery assault. Battery assault actually does a lot of damage, but normally I still want to get the cogs early on since it helps your defense and escape ganks. But again, when you have a Sand King here, you can just burrow strike into your cogs. But at the very least, it will help evade the life stealer if you time it right. This Chen already farming his creep camps. Okay, so now looking at the offlaners, this bounty hunter still doesn't have any XP at 1 minute in. There's his first few points of XP, and his Clockwork is in the same situation, but he should be hitting level 2 now as these creeps are getting pulled his way. In terms of in the mid lane, as expected, the Queen of Pain's winning against this Conka, especially since she's a range hero. This Conka just gets the Tidebringer and the Torrent. And yeah, in this Bounty Hunter really is being having a hard time right now. Just hit level 2 compared to the Akia. The Clockwork reached level 2 earlier, but he's now not being able to get some XP. So Queen of Pain actually doesn't go for the bottle, instead goes for the Null Talisman. Actually, she already has her bottle in her stash, just waiting for it to be delivered. And in terms of last hits right now, it's the Radiant who's leading in farm. So the Queen of Pain on the top of the charts. She has already 3 denies, and that's, you know, the Conka only has 2 last hits, so the Queen of Pain has more. Okay, so the Queen of Pain manages to kill the Conquer there. I think they were fighting for the rune, and she doesn't even have her bottle yet. So nice play there, and that's the Queen of Pain handily winning her lane. And if we compare carries right now, yeah, actually the Spectre is more or less even in terms of last hits with this Life Stealer. And both supports are really able to are they able to maximize their creep pools. I think, yeah, there's actually a observer ward here dropped by the Dire, so it's blocking this Radiant creep camp. But the Chen is nonetheless able to farm his usual spots, and I think they're looking to make another gank at this Conka. But it's a creep that doesn't have any disables. This Satyr. And now, okay. So this Conka just hugs back the tower. And this Life Stealer, yeah, getting a lot of farm. And I think he's going to rush Midas, which is just as well since this Clockwork isn't really proving to be a threat right now. So the Chen manages to, sorry for missing that again, he manages to get the kill on the Conka together with the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain low on life now, but she'll just heal up with that bottle. No, actually he had to use that bottle early on. But this runes will be respawning soon. So nice rotation there by the Chen, and it's more XP going his way. Yeah, and this Bounty Hunter is now level 4. And yes, just some defensive sentry wards here. Nice precautionary method there to avoid getting ganked. And the Queen of Pain will get this double damage rune. And she's also level 6, so let's see if she looks to dive this Clockwork, who is very vulnerable. Yes, and this Sand King already makes a go. Nice impale into a body block there, but this tower's hitting him. So actually, this Sand King loses his life before the Queen of Pain gets the kill on the Clockwork. So overall, actually good play by the Clockwork. I mean, he did lose his life. It was 3-on-1, but you got a kill first on the Sand King. I think it was a bad misstep. King's Burrow Strike too close to the tower. It was slightly a bit off. It was in tower range, and we saw there the capability of the battery assault dealing a lot of damage. But while that's happening, this Chen just farming the creep camps. So if we look at the XP chart, I'm sure Radiant will have the lead, and yeah, that's the case right now with 1,500 XP. And the gold, yeah, oh, that's actually big right now, 2,000 gold, a lead at the 5-minute mark. And I think it's due to the kills they've been getting. And of course, the better farm overall. Okay, so right now, there's a pause. And this Warlock is actually rotated mid. And the question is, where's the Konka right now? Well, it's still early on. We haven't really seen much rotation by the Konka. It's the Queen of Pain actually who did some rotation early on, but that was, I think, mostly because of a timely the double damage rune providing some opportunity to gank this Clockwork. It's actually level 5 now, and I think the Bounty Hunter is also level 5. And the Bounty Hunter is a bit ahead in that XP since he hasn't died yet. And if you look at the supports, Chen is finally level 4. So actually this Chen has as much XP as the carry on the Dire. Okay, so it's actually right now, yeah, actually right now overall it's really just the cores of the Radiant who have that lead. I mean, the Sand King's the lowest level right now, and that's just despite sharing just dual laning there with that Life Stealer. And let's see if this Sand King looks to make a go at this Warlock, and I think it's possible with the Queen of Pain there, but no, the Warlock just backs off and hugs his tower. So Konka actually rotates top. So we have two of the dire cores here. And this Bounty Hunter just harasses and gets some tracks on these heroes, like the support Jakiro. And this Clockwork should be relatively safe. Yeah, Clockwork about to hit level 6. While this Bounty Hunter... Okay, so Queen of Pain battled the Illusion Rune, and I think she might want to make a go at this Warlock. She just has to wait for the cooldown of her ultimate, the Sonic Wave, which will be down in what, in 10 seconds. So yeah, so you see the Burrow Strike combo there, plus Queen of Pain Snooks doesn't even need her ulti. And I think there's a slight misplay there, right-clicking this tower. She didn't really need to right-click the tower immediately. She could have just used the right-clicks on the Warlock. But they get the kill nonetheless, so right now, Radiant side dominating. And it's really a game that they're supposed to win, since Dire has a longer late game lineup, and actually there's a rotation here by the Konka to bottom, but this Chen and Life Seer just hits them away. So there's the cogs, defensive cogs, and we're talking about this Hand of Midas on the Life Stealer. And his Life Stealer already has it, and he also has his boots. So that's what you get with when you have free farm. And if you look on the net worth, yeah, it's a Queen of Pain. Oh, okay, nice play there by the Spectre, getting the kills on both the Bounty Hunter and Sand King. So that's something going the way of the Dire. But actually the Spectre dies there, and with the rotation by the Queen of Pain also gets a kill on that Jakiro. So maybe so actually right now that's actually a very good trade right now for the Radiant. I mean they did lose their offlaner in the support, but you get a kill on their hard carry and their support. So small advantage, but it's still a good trade overall. However, since Dyer is still behind, so I guess any trades you can get is well worth it. So the Spectre already has his face boots. Let's see if he's going for drums build or if he's looking to rush the Radiants. But right now it's very vulnerable, especially with this Bounty Hunter and Queen of Pains, and with his supports too far off. I think this is a dead Spectre. So yes, you get this Jenaida into a track and some nukes by the Queen of Pain. Peculiar build actually there by the Bounty Hunter. Normally I want to get 3 levels of Shuriken Toss, but it's also mana intensive, and now the Sand King's looking to gank this Kunkka, and with that invisibility rune, and yeah, there's a surround, a 2-man Borrow Strike, and they get the kill on the Kunkka, and let's see if they'll be able to chase this Clockwork, but no, the cogs come out in time, and they just back off. Especially with that, but you do force the teleport from the Jakiro, so nice play there by the Radiant. Fortuitous invisibility rune, and right now, yeah, in terms of the map control, despite all tier 1 towers still being available, I think Radiant's controlling it quite well. I mean, they're on top of their warding. And here even you even see the sentry wards being dropped just to avoid the sentry wards on the bounty hunter from the opposing team. And with your Queen of Pain dominating mid, that Kunkka right now is a lackluster and isn't contributing as much. You really want to see that combination, the X mark the spot into a torrent into a ghost ship. But it's not yet happening, and with this haste rune on the Queen of Pain, let's see if she can make a go at these group of heroes. So the Clockwork immediately throws his cogs, but there's a track on him, and you get a kill, but that boat is finally thrown, gets a kill on the Sand King at least. But that was a track kill, so there's a disconnection actually from the Clockwork. So a pause, but the Spectre's looking to kill this Chen. I think he might get it. And the Jakiro can also ice pat and block off this escape route by the Chen. It's most likely dead Chen though. That was what was good there by the Radiant side is that the Clockwork kill was a track kill, so that was some gold on the Queen of Pain, the Bounty Hunter, and I'm not sure if the Chen was in that area to get that XP. This Lifestealer though just happy, content to be farming. Already he has his he had his Hand of Midas early on, and it's about to go off cooldown. Yeah, if you look at the network chart, you know the top 3 farmers belong to the Radiant heroes, and surprisingly it's not the 3 cores but more of the Queen of Pain, the Lifestealer, and your support Chen, but then he's been jungling, so his farm isn't really being contested. And let's see if he has his mech. He doesn't have his mech yet, and interesting, he went for the face boots to help him normally chase or evade. But normally support Chen, normally you want those arcane boots into a mechanism. So there's finally reconnection, and looks like we'll resume the game. And here and there, the Chen dies. The ice path misses, but the Dyer gets the kill nonetheless. But looks like there's this prolonged fight at mid. The Bounty Hunter just getting some tracks on the Dyer heroes. And there's another pause from AZG. Looks like they're experiencing some lag. And let me just check the ping. It's a bit high, but still playable. And what's going right what favors these clashes right now for the Radiant is that while this is all happening, your Life Stealer is getting uncontested farm, and the Spectre had to rotate. And looks like Dire's just pushing the mid tower, but they pop a Gilf to defend it. This Golem though is just doing a lot of damage, and the Bounty Hunter is finally getting some right clicks on him. Let's see if he'll get the last hit. No, he's not able to get the last hit on that Golem. And and they just deny it. Okay, so this Clockwork finally level 7. Haven't seen any hooks into cogs yet, but then again he's been experiencing some lag, so that'll cause some problems. And this Chen has his Chen army, well, not yet that big, just a Dark Troll summoner, but that will help with pushes. And actually right now Radiant, while they've been getting kills, they should also be going for towers to cement their lead. And now we have 3 Dire heroes here. I mean, this is for the Radiant, this is a lineup built to win the laning stages. So you really want and by winning, it's not just actually hero kills. You actually want to take down towers. This is while hero kills are good, this is a defense of the ancients. So now Dire heroes rotating top, where we might see some clashes. So they pick off the Clockwork, and that was a Clockwork with track gold, so 3 heroes here getting some track money. And this Queen of Pain dropping low, but she just blinks out of the way, and the Spectre's looking to chase. But okay, so Dire just backs off, but this Queen of Pain I think is going on the offensive. And now they track the Kunkka. So actually yeah, all 4 heroes of the Dire are on top right now, and 2 of them are tracked. So now they're looking to chase this Sand King, but he manages to Burrow Strike out of there. And while that is happening, this Chen army together with this Life Stealer has been pushing the tower, and there's finally rotation here by the Dire. But let's see if this Warlock can defend it. Oh, okay. So there's more heroes coming in to defend. It's this Kunkka. So Dire notices that, so and they just back off. So overall, a good play there by the Radiant. I mean, they only got 1 kill in the Clockwork, and that was with track gold, but it also forced them to first rotate to top, and then with that tower push, rotate to bottom. So they had to spend some TPs there. And this Bounty Hunter dropping very low, but just pops his one to heal up. And this Clockwork just rotating mid, while the Life Stealer and Chen just goes back to their jungle to farm. Okay, so this Chen just guarding this double damage rune for the Queen of Pain, and once she gets it, I think she's looking for her second gank. Gets it, I think she'll pop it and then heal up. You know, she's looks like she's just saving it. And again, we have these the Bounty Hunter just sticking to top lane, while Dire's forced to go 5-man. And yes, you have these 5 heroes by the jungle. The Kunkka guarding their tier 1 tower, while these 4 heroes are taking the jungle. So yeah, neither of them are really getting much gold or XP at this time. And they're not even aware that actually there's no one in the lane there anymore. They could actually just rotate. Instead, the Queen of Pain just pushes the mid tower and then backs off, while this Chen army just goes for this tier 2 bottom tower. So let's see if there's another rotation. Not yet, and I think this will just be a 4-man tower push by the Dire. So yeah, so they'll just settle for a trade. You have all these 5 heroes looking to take down this tier 1 Radiant tower, but they lose a tier 2 tower for that. And this tier 1 tower is actually still up. Let's see if anyone from the Radiant looks to defend it. Yeah, no one. And the Bounty Hunter will just try to look for strays. No, he just farms this creeps. And while that's happening, the Queen of Pain also takes down the mid tower. So 2 towers for the price of one, a very good trade right now for the Radiant, and I think yeah, that's what they need to do right now. And what's interesting really right now from the Radiant is the pressure they're exerting on Dire. Dire actually needs a lot of space to farm. I mean this Konka, this you gave him mid, he's a bit underleveled right now. It's level 8. I mean it's 16 minutes into the game. You ideally want more levels than that, and this Chen single-handedly kills the Clockwork. Oh no, the Queen of Pain was there. So I mean, the Spectre also needs a lot of farm. He is your hard carry after all, and you look like he's going for the Diffusal Blade. So the Hunt plus a Diffusal can really hurt the supports, draining them of their mana in addition to dealing lots of damage. But is still far off there. And compare this to this Lifestealer who already has his Armlet. And he invests in this Queen of Pain, so they're looking to take some ganks. So yes, you see them kill this Warlock immediately, and then they actually might want to make a go at this Jakiro, but there's a hunt, and then an ulti by the Sand King and a heal by the Chen. So that's 3 unanswered kills right now, and I think they'll just transition into this tower push. No, this Lifestealer doing some armlet toggling and then farming the neutral creeps to regain some HP. I think he uses Infest during that time. And there's this tier 2 tower push, and there's really not much that the Dire can do to contest it. So now they break it, and then I think Radiant should just back off now. So right now, Dire really needs. Yeah, I mean, I keep on saying they need to find farm, but the problem is they also can't. There's really not much opportunity, and if they want to win this game, they also need to stick together and get a gank, perhaps on a hero like this Chen. But the problem is they don't have really vision. If you look right now, it's Radiant who has vision of the map. Actually, they have sentries all over. But yeah, this observer ward here, observer ward there, is giving much needed vision of the Dire jungle. And the Queen of Pain will now rotate and to top and just take this tier 1 tower. So yeah, this is what Dire needs to do. They're smoking and they're looking to gank, but the problem is it's only the bounty hunter here. Let's see if they have dust. Yes, the Konka has dust, so they can get a kill. So this X marks their spot. Let's see. Yeah, there's the torrent into a boat, and they get a kill and the hook just to secure the kill. So yes, that's what Dire right now needs to do to get back into the game. And now they'll transition into a tier 1 bottom tower push. And Radiant pops their Gilf, but while that's happening, the Chen took down the Dire's tier 1 top tower, and looks like they might even take this tier 2 tower. So now Radiant tier 1 tower has fallen. Let's see if there's going to be some rotation by the Dire. So yeah, so here's some teleports. First by the Clockwork. They spend the Gilf to stall this Chen and Queen of Pain. But I think they're too late, yeah, and Queen of Pain gets a last hit. So now there's an ulti by the Warlock, stuns them momentarily, and even the Spectre uses ulti to chase, but the Queen of Pain can just blink out, and that's what she does. Actually, what she could have done was blink top here, then teleport. I don't think there's really anyone there that could break trees, except perhaps for this Warlock column, but it was already used. So yeah, I mean, name of the game right now, you have this pushing lineup and very elusive heroes. This Lifestealer has Rage, or he can always invest into creeps. Bounty Hunter has Shadow Walk. Queen of Pain can always blink out, and the Sand King has both his Sandstorm and Burrow Strike. And it's actually only the Chen right now who's very vulnerable, and he finally has his Mechanism and 2,000 gold in the bank. And if you look at the top farmers, yeah, the top 4 farmers right now belong to the Radiant. So it's a hard game right now for the Dire, but I think they can they're still in it, but the Queen of Pain goes for a solo kill on this Clockwork. And I think partially Dire got a bit outdrafted. Again, I don't think the Clockwork's the best mid hero in this situation. There's really no one you can really get a good gank on. And the Honka against the Queen of Pain, he's really getting severely outlane. He lost his lane and he's having a little to no impact here. Normally at this point you want a Shadow Blade and hopefully even Crystallis. But it's just level 9 right now. And Radiant gets Trishon to boot. Yeah, and if you look at the hero levels there, look, your Sand King support is equal to level of the other cores. It's equal to your Conka and your Clockwork, and those were heroes that were getting solo XP. It's only the Spectre actually who's ahead of in terms of levels for the Dire. And now looks like there's this push by the Radiant, and the Lifestealers infested into the Queen of Pain. And let's see if they'll make a go. And the Queen of Pain has the Aegis. So lots of nuking capabilities there. So she blinks in, and infest out, and they get this track kill on this Warlock. And looks like the Queen of Pain's looking for more. Sand King uses his ulti to get the kill on Spectre. And well, unleash illusions, and they're damaged, but that Chen Hand of God heals them all up. And looks like they're going to get this kill on this Clockwork. So Sand King dies, but there's a lot of track gold heading their way, and this nice armlet toggling there by the Lifestealer. So Queen of Pain eventually falls down, and actually it's a costly fight actually for the Radiant. You lost your Bounty Hunter, you lost your Lifestealer, and they haven't yet gotten this tower. And there's a buyback from the Conga. So perhaps an overextension there by the Radiant, and yeah, and this Chaotic Offering, and this X marks the spot. I think they might. Okay, so Queen of Pain re-enters the fight, and yeah, and getting more kills on these Dire heroes. She kills the Golem, then blinks out of there. I was about to say this Chen looked to die, but he somehow survived. But the Spectre finally kills the Queen of Pain. So definitely overextension there by the Radiant. They didn't really need to dive too deep, and they could have just focused on this tower. And so while they did kill a lot of Dire heroes, Dire managed to kill them in return, and that's a lot of streak gold going their way. And the Spectre finally has his level 1 Diffusal Blade. So let's see what his next items are. But while we say that, you know, the XP lead still definitely in the Radiant's favor. That's 20,000 XP lead right now, and a 25,000 gold lead for the Radiant. Yeah, and right now Dire has actually no outer towers left. But still, I think that was a misplay by the Radiant team, not going for the tier 3 tower, and this Bounty Hunter is looking to hunt this Warlock, but I think he senses it, so he just retreats. Yeah, I think he saw it due to this Dire Observer ward, but Radiant also has a ward of their own, and now this Bounty Hunter actually gets found out, gets smoked, and there's the X marks the spot into a torrent, and that's an easy kill for them. Or will the Bounty Hunter be able to teleport out? He actually spent his he's not able to teleport out thanks to the talk by the Clockwork. So again, maybe an overextension, but little did the Bounty Hunter know that Dire had vision. Yeah, but as much as we could say they got a kill on that Bounty Hunter, it took all 4 or 5 heroes to kill him, and he almost even got away. So now the Sand King hunting this Spectre, and the Queen of Pain with that infested Lifestealer might just get the kill, but he actually doesn't get it. It forces a BKB out. So the Dire side still hanging in there, yeah, and it's these kinds of plays that you want to do to get back into the game. Right now, Radiant has just a big lead, but I don't think Dire's still completely out of it. Again, it really comes down to overextension. This is defense of the Ancients, and while hero kills are good, especially with that Bounty Hunter there, you need to keep track of your objectives, just taking down towers, breaking racks until you reach the Ancients. So yeah, this Giant Creeps just doing some damage to these towers, and then this Life Stealer. Okay, so yeah, Queen of Pain gets a last hit, and now yeah, they can transition into this melee racks. So this is what they should have been doing in the start. But right now they're getting it nonetheless. So there's a hook. Actually just hits the creep. Ice Path, a Chaotic Offering Slop, and both. But so far no heroes yet are dead on the Radiant. Chen heal is used. Actually the Chen finally dies, but there's some this Conka dies, and that was some track gold heading sway. Warlock dies, and looks like they're looking to hunt this Spectre, and that's a Spectre with track. So yeah, it's an ultra kill right now on the Queen of Pain, and she's being the big playmaker here, and actually already has her Orchid, and I think she's also looking for another disable with that Sight of Vice. So they take mid tower, and I'm not sure if they should go for this top tower. Yeah, they're going for this. No, they just back off. Yeah, finally they just waited for the creeps, and they can easily get this tier 3 top tower. Yeah, so this Clockwork waiting in the wings, but there's really not much he can do to contest it. He needs the help of his other teammates, so they get the top tower. So there's Torrent just to stall this Radiant push, but they're getting, it looks like they're getting this melee racks. It's actually down to 37 hit points. No one's hitting it there. The Queen of Pain gets a hit. The Clockwork, nice hook there. But this it's quite some time for before the Bounty Hunter died, and they eventually get the kill on the Clockwork. And they also lose the Sand King. So nice trade there by the Dire, but in the end they still lose their tier 3 tower and their rack. So it's going to be a hard game for them. They just have this their bottom tier 3 tower for the last. And there's still 4 minutes before Roshan respawns. So for the most part, yeah, good play by the Radiant. But as you can see here, yeah, they're Dire slowly inching away back, but those melee racks are going to hurt. Your creeps their lanes are constantly going to be pushed, and if you're farming your creeps in that lane, you're not getting as much XP or gold. And right now, Dire still for the most part under leveled. Yeah, and this Clockwork really needs to hit level 6. In terms of net worth, yeah, 4 of the Radiant heroes are leading. So again, if you're just joining us, I thank you for watching. This is the group stages of the Jeto Cup, and you're watching teams AZG fighting Team Paradise, and these two teams are undefeated yet so far. Although by the end of the night, one of them will not be undefeated anymore. So right now, Radiant went for this aggressive early game light up, and it's transitioning really well. Their Life Stealer has a lot of farm. Already has his Assault Cuirass and Sangen Yasha and an Armlet. The Queen of Pain already has an Orchid, and let's see, she already has her Sight of Vice. So a lot of disables there, the Sight of Vice, the Orchid of Malevolence, and yeah, and she's found out, but she just blinks out and pops her BKB just to be safe. And there's not really much that Dire can chase, especially since they used their hook to initiate. Yep. And this Clockwork's very poor, just as Blade Mill right now at 30 minutes into the game. And their Barracks is actually getting hit. Yeah, there was a smoke here by the Radiant. The Chen and this Life Stealer gets the top range racks. And looks like and now they're looking to be aggressive. Look, they can actually go to this bottom tier 3 tower since the lane is pushed. Yeah, and the Sand King just uses his Burrow Strike to kill the creeps, and now they should be breaking base. But while that's happening, this Queen of Pain with double damage rune just snipes the Conka together with the Life Stealer, if I'm not mistaken. No, the Life Stealer here is just pushing bottom. So they take down the tier 3 tower, and their last racks are is getting destroyed. So this is GG at 31 minutes in. So so well played right now by AZG. I think they outdrafted Paradise. Paradise's support pick was good, but what happened the rest, they weren't really able to stall the game before their heroes got into play. So, but there's one last big team fight here. They got a kill no clockwork, but they got the Chen in exchange, and two of the cores of the Dire are dead. A buyback from Chen, and this Lifesteal is still fighting, and I think he'll get this the hero who's also been tracked. Yeah, so now 3 heroes are dead on Dire, 4 heroes, and now they can just and there's the GG. And again, thank you for watching. This is the Jeto Cup group stages, and this is Charleston, your caster for the evening. And congrats to AZG, who's dominated this game, and our final score is 33-16. And good night, and thank you for watching. Well played.